Hey y'all. Hey
Hola,
Slyfly.
¿cómo estás? Hey,
Hey Liam, aka Vintagemozart. It is
Victor.
Monday, August 23rd. This is the NFT Roundtable. I'm your host, Iris Nevins, co founder of Daima, and I'm co hosting today with Vintagemozart, aka Liam, dope artist from Zimbabwe. And we also have a very, very special guest today, Slyfly, who's a hilarious comedian and artist making waves in the NFT space, and also has a collectible drop coming up that we're super excited to get into. So, welcome Slyfly and welcome Liam.
Yeah, thanks so much, Iris, and welcome, Slyfly.
Hello to both of y'all.
How you doing
Thank you,
today?
Liam. Thank you, Iris. I'm so happy to be here. Can you tell my excitement is just oozing out my pores, jumping all over the screen and things.
Oh yes, I can. I can feel it.
What is
Slyfly,
up? How y'all doing?
I'm good.
Yes,
I'm good. I've had a long day, lots of meetings. Mondays are like usually packed with meetings.
yes.
But I'm excited for this conversation.
Oh yeah, me too. I'm stoked.
Me too. I've been waiting for it. I've been waiting for it for a while. Me too. My day been busy. I just had to get my kids off the bus, and I ran up here, and I'm like, let me get on this meeting real quick. You know what I mean?
Vintage Mozart, how you been?
I couldn't let nothing sidetrack that.
Oh no, I'm good. Like I'm excited. Like I've like known like Sly like for quite a while because like going through university and all that kind of stuff. So like seeing his videos and then now like talking to the person in person, it's like a surreal moment because like you're one of those mental health de-stressors that like really helped a person. Like
Mhm.
and me being in Africa, like you're like that's how far your comedy touched, man. Like this is such an honor. I kid you not.
Likewise, to me too, and I can believe like just like how the internet is so powerful, it's so great, and like how my comedy just from being on my little balcony that went all the way to Africa. Like man, it's a blessing. I'm just grateful to be here and very humbled at the same time. You know.
So Slyfly, tell us about your story. Like, what's your origin story? How were you born into, into the internet world?
hmm Well, I always been a player since I was knee high to a fly's eye. You feel me? But no, but I was messing with one of my little razzle dazzles, my little lady friends, and she was like, you be popping your slick, you be talking your and you be popping slick, so you should put that on the internet. I say, what's the internet? So make a long story short, you know what I'm saying? I had said some little words, put it on a little video, and put it on the internet, and it did 700K. And when that hit, I developed a fan base, and everybody just started saying like, "Man, I love you" and whatnot. And I was like, okay, maybe it was a one hit wonder. So then I did like two, three other videos of just my own style of my comedy and whatnot, and it took off. Like each video did like almost 1 million views, developing a fan base, and ever since then we've been riding high, baby.
So what was that first piece of content that you dropped? Like, what were you doing?
Well, the first one I was just talking slick. You know what I'm saying? I was just talking, saying a few
Okay,
rhymes and whatnot.
just
But the
being
one,
silly.
yes, yes, the one that went viral was some vulgar stuff. You know what I'm saying? It was some little ratchetness. It was a little ratchet. That I don't want to get into that. You know what I'm saying? But that took off and went all over the world, and it was crazy. Like and I was drunk. I ain't gonna lie, I was on my balcony. I had a little shot of tequila, and I had put the camera down and just started talking crap, and I just started dropping on the camera. I started dropping something on the camera, and it took off. It was crazy. I'm surprised to this day.
Yeah, like I'm actually thinking, it's kind of clicking to the video, but like I won't actually expose because I do know the one that you're talking about, like right now, like being a fan and everything, because
Yes.
like just like so you can just loop into like this the second question, like how did you get into like creating media content like on social media? Because the way I got introduced to you was creating these hilarious tutorials with basic household objects. Like the one that just comes to my mind is you're using a hair dryer and you like put like you like cut up a plastic bottle and then you like use it like a vacuum cleaner. and it
Yes, yes.
yeah, like it was like a while back because it just took me back to my hood days in uni, like how we used to like make noodles on an actual iron, like for ironing our clothes. We
Mm-hmm.
couldn't afford a stove, so we put like a little plate, like a hot plate, and use an iron, like just that multitasking. And like some of their stuff was just like, man, this is like one of us, man. So like, just to answer the question, like what got you into like going specifically into social media comedy and not like some comedians go on to like stand up and all that kind of stuff. Like I really love to know why.
I mean, it's where I started at, so that's where I stuck at. Because honestly, I didn't consider myself an internet person or a comedian, to be honest. When people said, I thought you were funny or I think you funny, I'd be surprised and I'd be grateful. That's why I think it's called a gift, because I don't even know what I be doing. I just be doing me. I just be being silly and whatnot. But then as far as like creating content, like yeah, man, that's like I think that's another thing. Like anything is content. You know what I'm saying? In today's day and age. So ideas would hit me, or I see something and I'll be inspired by something to create something. I'm always making things. Since I was little, we always, we didn't have this, so I had to make this in order to get it. You know what I'm saying? Or some people don't have the everything that I'm trying not to curse, so forgive me. That's why I'm stumbling over my
That's
words because I don't
okay.
want to be ratchet on here.
That's okay.
But
You know what? The ratchetness is welcome. It is welcome
again,
on this podcast. Yes, it is.
shit, yeah, okay. Look, because I was trying to hold back the funk. You know what I'm saying? Now I get to let
No,
it
no,
out, be
no,
me.
no. Let it out. Let it out.
Okay, shit, yeah. But yeah, a nigga always had to, motherfucker had to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't born with a silver spoon and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? So I always had to take some shit, you know what I'm saying? MacGyver some shit, flip that shit, twist it around, boom, and make that shit happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I came up with the little hair dryer in the bottle shit, because we always had to, you know what I'm saying? If I ain't have a shovel, I'm gonna make a goddamn shovel. I'm gonna take 1,000 spoons and I'm gonna take them bitches together to a broom, and boom, we out there getting the snow out the way. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do.
Yeah. Yo, just to like say something like now they got the opportunity, just like skip like I find you like a blend of so many characters, like of that I've grown up with my childhood, like blended in one. Like I always think of you as like a modern day Eddie Griffin mixed with a few Boondocks characters. And when I say Eddie Griffin, I mean like Eddie Griffin in a specific role when he was acting in Norbit. And there's like one of those
Mm-hmm.
videos, I can't think of it, man. I was like looking and trying to be prepared because like some of your stuff ain't on your
Eddie
YouTube.
Eddie Griffin, or is it Eddie Murphy?
No, Eddie Griffin. No, no, Eddie Murphy's in there. Like Eddie Griffin is like being a pimp and he's with Cat Williams. There's like a scene
Who's Eddie
where there's like
Mm-hmm.
Griffin?
it's like, oh, it's raining white women. And you know what I mean? It's
Oh,
like, and
I
my prayers have been answered. And it's like, and then Eddie Griffin goes, that bitch better move because my prayers for a Cadillac. And the way you like have that cadence and all that kind of stuff, it just brings back so many,
Yes.
many, many memories. Like for me personally, like I was just like, yo, okay, this dude is like, he's innovative and he's creative. Like I found that just by watching you.
I think that is dope. Not, I'm sorry to cut you off, but you just reminded me of like, because so many people will be like, man, you remind me of Jerome in the house, or you remind me of such and such, a Pootie Tang, and all this. And I think that is just amazing that the children in this day and age, because that's what we grew up off of. You know what I'm saying? So now Slyfly is the children's, like my child, my 8-year-old, he's there. Jerome in the house, you know what I'm saying? Or he's there, Pootie Tang. So it's like so awesome and an honor to be. I ain't gonna lie. It's an honor for me to be the kids. You know what I'm saying? To the kids, like I'm the kids' Jerome in the house. Like shit, yeah,
yeah.
come on. Slide a lot of kids.
We need a Jerome in the house because oh my god, I feel like comedy nowadays is just not the same. It's not the same. Like I watch shows like
Yes,
Martin and I'm like, they were so funny. I feel like nowadays, like a
an
lot of these
original. Yes.
sitcoms, they just don't hit the same way. So I love that you
Mm.
bring you kind of have that you bring that same energy.
That vibe. Yes, a lot of people tell me I give them in living color vibes too, and it's just an honor, it's real life honor to be mentioned or even thought of with these greats. Those are greats that I grew up to. We watching them on TV and I want to be like them, and to be like you said, to even be compared or considered to be thought of like Eddie Griffin, Eddie Murphy, or anybody. That's an honor. You know what I'm saying? Because I would never think I'd be doing something like this. Shit you not. I shit you not. I
Like,
love it.
even just like talking, like I was thinking about it because I was like talking to my friend today, and we're like big fans of you, and it's like, yo, bro, like one day, and I already know I'm speaking into fruition. I would love to see you on Wild and Out, like that kind of stuff, because
Mm.
it's very, very rare where you get comedians that are funny impromptu. Like, what I like to say, like, when I look at comedy, I see guys like Dave Chappelle and guys like Kevin Hart, and I find that you have a very nice balance between two. Like I say, Kevin Hart's a funny guy, but Dave Chappelle tells funny jokes. Like that's the way I look at it. Like he's got very good satire comedy,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it was the goggles you created, the bitch. What is it?
The bitchoculars. The bitchoculars. I
The
see
bitchacles,
you.
yeah. Like
What's
that's
that?
just
What's that?
it's like
Kind of bitchoculars. That's to make sure, because a lot of bitch asses going on in the world, and you need to detect it from a distance. Because it's all about keeping peace and a positive in your circle. So I created an invention called bitchoculars, so you can spot bitch assness a mile away. You feel me? So you keep that energy from around you. We need nothing but positivity around us.
oh, you better
Oh,
patent that
hilarious.
shit, man. You better patent that shit because that's like kind of brilliant invention. Like it's just like so surreal. Like Iris, you should check them out. Like I would buy a pair, dead ass. I would dead ass buy a pair. Like
Bitchoculars.
As well.
yeah, no, like
And I'm trying to develop into a camera system so you can put it around the house. That way, you can see bitch asses before it come up to your yard. If you got a bitch ass mailman or bitch ass neighbor or something, you can spot bitch assness.
I love that. For people who are listening to the episode and not watching the video right now, they may not know, they may not be familiar with, with Slyfly's aesthetic. So tell them a bit about yourself. How do you like to dress? What's your style? Fill them in.
I mean, I like bright colors. My style, the swag is natural as the tree grow apples. I tell you that right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not new to this. I'm true to this because I've been doing this since the uterus. You feel me? But swag wise, I think I like bright colors. I like loud colors. I like things that pop. You know what I'm saying? A little bit like that. But if you don't know about me, if y'all listen to me and y'all can hear me, you better Google me. Google the dude with the teeth. Or
Yes.
the dog with the $1 million mouthpiece. You hear me?
Yes.
Don't have me get me talking my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Use that Google search.
Use that. Yes, Google me. Let me see. Cause what is oh, what are some of the stuff I done went viral for saying a whole bunch of little slick little rhymes all the time, and they come up off the mind. They be trying to get me to rewind and try to run it off the mouth. But I don't be know what's gonna come out. So I just do the shit. You know what I'm saying? I just flow. I just let it go off the motherfucking head. You hear me? That's what I said.
Ah,
Easy.
the shoes. Oh man. Okay, NFTs. We are all in the NFT space together. How
Yes.
did you even find NFTs?
Shout out my boy VG. VG NFT Freaks introduced me to the NFT space. He was telling me like, man, dog, your character is a fucking NFT himself. You know what I'm saying? Because they create all type of little all type of weird imageries and whatnot. Some people be real creative, some people be real wild with it. And he was like, your character. He was like, that's what these people sit and do, and these artists draw all type of things and whatnot. So why not draw you? You're a real life entity. You feel me?
oh yeah.
So when I went over there,
No,
go
no, no,
ahead, go
no.
ahead.
Don't like because I remember the time when I came and like seeing you. I was new to the NFT space, and I saw this like guy with leaking gold teeth and everything. I was just talking to my best friend. I was like, hey man, this kind of looks like Slyfly. I was like, ah, okay, whatever. You're going to scroll past. Then the next thing, it was the same day, and you're
Yeah.
going through, and you're like, oh shit, Slyfly has got on NFTs. Like, okay, so this stuff is kind of big because you're realizing that guys that are goaded in the social media space and also like in the space of,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, I think if you were there during, I'm not too sure, maybe forgive me, if you were there during the Vine space, I think you'd have killed it because I was a big fan of Vine, and then coming into you, I got you into YouTube, and then I'm seeing you in the NFT space now, and you being such a pivotal person, being a pivotal person in the
Mm-hmm.
community, not just the guy who's selling as well. it's really really impressive like how you've transitioned into it.
Man, and it's just grateful, and it's just so cool that the entire NFT community or family, as we like to call it, in the space, embraced or took in my character, and that's really what it's all about. My character got to be accepted. My style of comedy got accepted, and once that happened, shit, skies was the limit, And honestly, I think the NFT space is probably the best thing that happened to me out of all the platforms. It's probably the most powerful platform. It's the most it's the dopest community. The support is crazy. So once I got in it, and then I sold the NFT, and it was like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? I was like, that's dope, you know what I'm saying? But then the support is really why I stuck around. You know what I mean? Like, cause man, it's too cool. You know what I mean? Like, it's just. Go ahead.
Can you talk about the support a bit, because I've heard mixed reviews, like I think you even tweeted about it the other day, and I think somebody commented saying that they had a different experience. So it seems like, there's some people who feel like the NFT community is so amazing, so supportive, so encouraging, and then some people who feel like it's the opposite. So yeah, would love to hear some examples of like how you feel like you've been um accepted and nurtured and encouraged.
I mean, well, for one, just the artists, like when Lestron did the collab and St. Paul did the collab with me, that was like just major, because when I came into the space, I was already a fan of their artwork. So when they reached back out to me and was like, "Man, we would like to collab with you," I was like, "Shit, yeah." But it's just little things like that, from every like to a retweet to somebody coming in, people will DM you and saying like, "Hey, man, I love this stuff." But then I did see the young lady that was like, it's kind of clicky. And I give her that. You know what I'm saying? It is kind of clicky to a degree, but because it's like if some people they came into the space with that they knew already. So of course I'll probably be a little cooler with you, if me and you came into the space together, to where a new guy came in and I really don't know your intentions. Like a lot of people have sneaky intentions. You don't know what they on, so you gotta play it from a distance. You know what I'm saying? Until you see that, oh, this is a cool person who just really want to support. Like because I think of like, if I'm like a fan of Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan don't know I exist at all. But I love him to death. I'm gonna do the same thing for artists, whether they know I exist or not. And I think that's when you realize the support is real. Some people go, because I too used to reach out for I'm not gonna say certain names, but there are certain names in the NFT world who are big dogs. And if they like you or they retweet you, it's like hallelujah, thank you, Jesus, right? You know what I'm saying? So I stopped looking for those and started gravitating towards those who really just rock with me. Like, hey, I like your content, I like what you're doing. And so I'm like, shit, yeah, let's build together. You know what I'm saying? Because I could turn myself into a juggernaut. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
Right. No, I was just I think that that's a really good point. That sometimes sometimes like just that peer to peer support is like more valuable than having some celebrity come and like retweet your stuff. Not to say that that's not valuable, but having that community
Exactly.
makes such a big difference.
Yeah.
I think, and what I love about this space, I'm
No, no,
sorry, I'm
continue, please,
sorry,
bro.
but what I love about this space is like, I think you like once you in the community, you gotta fuck with the community. You know what I'm saying? Like let's say Method Man or Mike Tyson or whoever come in, we're all community here already. So eventually we're all gonna have to fuck with each other. That's what I'm saying. Like if you're cool and you're already in the space, like if we keep peer to peer and we keep doing peer to peer, well then Crypto 88 or Fuck Render or Beeple, it eventually gonna have to see us down here. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause we're all grouped up together to where we're building up to where we're right next to you, big dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you gotta acknowledge us. If we stick together, the big dogs gotta acknowledge us. You hear me?
Oh yeah.
And I love that
Wait, are you
sweatshirt.
talking to me?
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yes, you.
I'm big on Future fan, like from my younger days. But I can talk like what Iris was like talking about, like in terms of community, like for people who don't know Slyfly, I don't know if he knows this, but like you were one of the early pushers of my work, just with like a few simple retweets when you followed me. Like I'm not too sure whether you knew, like I recall the moment when I launched my fourth or fifth NFT. Like I've got a very good memory of like the space because I've been welcomed so well. Like even Iris herself, like pulling me to Black NFT and everything. Like she was so welcoming, and she deserves the flowers for that. But like I remember when you went and you said this thing, and I was looking for the tweet right now. Like I ain't the gatekeeper for cool, but this is some cool motherfucking shit. That's what you actually just said over my tweet. And then immediately that day, it was like kind of like transitioning, like that little bit of support that people go, because when people see artists that are like here and then you come to the level like and you're not gatekeeping, you want to sit at the same dinner table as us. That is what community is, and that's the most important thing about the NFT space, because no matter what, no matter how you blow up, you're still going to get the retweet and the excitement from you, even if I can't afford you a piece. And like just staying invested in all your type of work.
Yes, 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 man. And that's what I think. That's the coolest shit ever, man. Just like you said, even if I can't afford your shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, just to know that it's somebody that genuinely rock with you and like your stuff, that means more to me than even buying a piece. You know what I mean? Because man, support is the main thing. It's just amazing, you know. So I'm just so humble and grateful to be here. And people be calling me a legend and shit, and I be, man, I look up to y'all as legends too. You know, like that's why I just feel like, man, we're locked in, we're intertwined. Ain't no big eyes and little U's over here in this space. You know what I'm saying? Like man, I feel like we all gonna be legendary 10
Yeah,
years from
like
now.
just going into this, like people affording into this stuff. Like I think the most exciting thing, like there's a few people's banners is like that Slyfly is getting a collectible. Like it's it's the most hilarious thing because I really want to know so much about I really want to know so
Mind
much about it
blowing.
because my brother, it really looks like you. It's got the whole essence of you. It's like so many. It's we see so many collectibles right now, and now oh shit. Yeah, like you literally got the. I wish the guys were on audio. He literally did the face of how it's going down, and I really like to
Yeah.
know more about it, like the process of how it has been made, how it's been done, when we're going to get it, how it's going to be released, everything about it.
Well, shout out my boy VG. He was like the brains behind the project, and then shout out my boy L Rock. L Rock hand drawn 1,000 pieces, each uniquely done. Excuse me if I fumble over my words and whatnot, but yeah, man, they VG and L Rock came to me and was like, dog, you know, why don't we do a collectible project? You know, and then I'm like, shit, yeah, you know, I'm down for whatever, you know, because I'm just an entertainer. I don't want to think. I just want to go out there and entertain. Give me the script. What I do, I'm gonna go out there and act the fool. You feel me? But when they approach when he approached me and he told me the possibilities or the endless possibilities of where this utility can go. It's not even like a token; it's more so a utility. And you know, I ain't gonna lie. I'm from the hood, or I'm from not shit. I'm not used to luxurious things, and my mind seeing, you know, being over here and all this shit. So when he telling me, I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. This sound good. You know what I'm saying? But show me what you're talking about. But when he got to explain in the detail, like, dog, you can do this and this can do that, and you know, and I'm like, shit. I'm like, well, I'm a real life person, right? He was like, you know, you got the crypto punks, you got the board day yacht club. I was like, you know, he was like, imagine you show up to an NFT event. You know, he was like, you know, ain't no damn board ain't gonna show up. Ain't no goddamn pickle, no punk. He was like, but you can get a Slyfly to show up. And that's what kind of ate me into the project. I'm like, well, shit, yeah, you know. And then he was explaining more the details of like, this how we could pay back to the community. And I'm like, well, shit, yeah, man, it's a double win, you know. But honestly, I don't really speak on nothing that I can't really too much talk about. I could just say that I'm a die for the project. But when people ask me like, what is this or what is that, I know all I can tell you is that we're dropping on this Friday on the 27th. And to give you full detail, I would like recommend that you holler at my man VG, like, cause he can, you know, address any questions or concern really in full detail that you want to hear, you know, because I don't want to say nothing and fuck nothing up. You know what I'm saying?
I have a question about the size of the collectibles because it's only 1,000, right?
Yeah.
Um, That's such a small
Hmm.
number. I feel like it's gonna sell out in like 3 seconds.
Man, that's and you know, and it's like I said the same thing too, but it was like it was also more so like a shot in the dark. So with the arrows, like we don't know what we was doing, so we didn't want to do 10,000 or we want to do too many, and it not do shit. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, damn,
Right.
well we got to burn, all these damn tokens and shit. So it's really like just a tester to see,
What's
what we can
possible?
do and what exactly, and if it busts, then we know shit, we can do better now. Cause that's the thing. We're gonna come out with a 10,000 project if this do good, and then we start rewarding our token holders, and everybody see like, oh shit, it's really coming to life, or what they were saying. Then that's when we come out with another project.
I just got a question because for like your project that is coming out, are you gonna allow people to like do derivatives and enjoy the fun of like guys that do invest in your project for the 1,000 and all those type of things? I know that's a technical question. You told me I was PG, but I mean like Slyfly himself, like seeing other artists like develop like certain forms of his artwork.
You said, I think so. I think we are going to do that. You said for the second project.
Yeah, for the first or the second, I guess, because I'm quite invested. Like I didn't know there was gonna be 1,000 of them. I'm like, damn, this is gonna sell out quick, quick. Like I know gas is gonna
Oh
be
yeah,
high as hell on Friday. That's all I know.
I know. Yeah, I think he was trying to do some work around that too, to make sure gas fees don't tax people or whatnot. But yeah, I think shit, what you said, derivatives or whatnot.
Yeah,
Yeah. So the derivatives are when if you've seen long necky
yeah, long neck
long
ladies,
necky
necky
ladies,
ladies.
like they updated the smart contract so that if you own one of the collectibles, you have the right to create a derivative of it and sell it. So you can take
Oh
your
shit, yeah,
collectible and create
yeah,
a
he
new
gonna do that.
version. Okay, okay. Cool.
Yeah, you have to see. You
Cool.
got some of this NFT terminology. I'm still learning, and I have to break it. You have to break it down for a nigga. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, he definitely was talking about that, saying to be able to make it, exactly what you said. And I think our project gonna be able to do damn near anything that you damn near want to do like that. But I remember VG telling me exactly what you were saying. Like, man, when people had their own, they could take. Cause it was one of the homies want one. He wanted Barcelona Sly Guys, and he was saying that, man, you could take the one you got and you can flip it and turn it into whatever you want. But yes, 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 exactly what she said.
Oh no, that's dope. That's really dope. I'm excited for that.
Amazing.
I'm
So
I'm rubbing my
Man, this
hands.
is so.
I haven't been able to get into the Discord because the link is not working. Would you be able to shoot us a private Discord invite?
Yeah, 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 yeah. I got y'all for sure.
Okay, I'm trying to get in there. So, okay, so the sale's gonna happen on Friday, on the 27th, on OpenSea. Are people gonna be able to? Are people
Yes.
gonna buy directly on OpenSea?
Yep. Just buying straight out because I thought it was gonna be able to bid and somebody outbid, but it's more like a first come first serve.
Right,
So I really think that's so like shit. Project might sell out quick as shit
right,
because I thought it was gonna be a bidding war thing and it's not. It's just point 0.3 across the board.
right. Okay, cool, cool.
Oh, when you say point 0.3, like sorry, I get confused because I'm in Africa. Do you guys mean 0.03 or point 0.3, like 0.3?
I think it's 0.3.
So $900 for one. That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, cool. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. The semantics like kind of get confusing. Okay, so I understand. Yeah.
Cool, cool.
yeah. I had to think. Yeah, me too, me too. I had to think of that too. But I'm like, yeah.
That makes sense though because
Yeah, it's
it's
a
a smaller
smaller
collection.
and the value like yeah, I
And then it's a real life person because once the collection drop, you best believe I'm busting ass to make sure we take us to the top. You hear me? It's gonna be on and cracking once it's over with. I'm gonna be everywhere. We're gonna be doing everything, and they gonna get tired of me screaming NFT. You hear me? NFT just saved my life, bitch. I'm gonna be doing NFT crazy.
So what for those who are interested in the collectible project, like what's one thing you want them to know about you, the team, the project, anything?
The only that we not bullshitting about it. You know, we live and die about it. Let me see, gratefulness. That's the main thing. Now, I can't believe that my man L Rock took the time to draw that. He believed in me so much that he took the time to draw 1,000 of these characters. My man VG believed in me so much that he works day and night, hours upon hours, trying to make smart contracts and do this and do that. And, you know, just the fact that people believe in me is the fuel to my fire. And that's why I'm going, you know, I go hard. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna do this shit. You know, just like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I just know I'm going crazy. Just for people believing in me, I love y'all to death. Therefore, that's the fuel to my fire.
Oh, Iris, you about to say something?
Oh, I was gonna actually ask about L Rock because I think we forgot to talk about him. Could you tell our listeners who L Rock is?
L Rock is an amazing artist. He sold several artworks on Super Rare, I think Foundation, but his main thing was Super Rare. But he was like an artist that was in the NFT space before I came in, you know, so he's an OG in the space. But he's an artist, you know, God tier artist, a top dog, cool dude from Malaysia, um, very humble and shit, and cool as hell. That's all I can say. He cool, humble, and an artist from Malaysia, raw, and he raw with it, of course.
And he does like digital painting, digital drawing, right?
The man range is honestly is crazy, yeah, because he started old school with like, you know, pencil and paper and shit. But then he upgraded the skills. From what I've seen, he does all type of things. You know what I'm saying? He does all type of artwork and creativity. Create work artwork wise, like so shit. I just be saying his skill range is crazy.
Oh yeah, no, I feel you on that. Before we like wrap up and get this all done, and we get to like the final like question, like going like, I'm really, really, really curious because is it hard for you to get out of character? Like when you're talking to your kids and stuff, do you ever like make it slip and you go back to character? Like, I don't want to spill out your government name or anything. Is that cool? If
Oh
I don't
no,
know.
you good.
Yeah, so
No, you can say that shit. Say that shit.
oh yeah, man. Like, man, I don't want, man. Maybe the feds watching, man. You don't want to put a man's government name on blast. So, like,
Right,
when you're
right,
like
right.
talking to your kids, like, when it's like dad Slyfly at one moment, and then it's Devontae. Is there like a moment you're like just pouring like a glass of milk, and then all of a sudden, like, oh yeah, Slyfly slips up for like a small little second towards your kids.
Now you know what's crazy is like it's two total polar opposites. Like if I'm not in character, you would think you would not even look my way. I shit you not. You know, you would think I was a little rapper or a little something. Like a lot of people think I'm all type of shit out of this. But yeah, my when I'm in character, it don't never turn off. And I guess that's the other blessing about it. You know, because like when I get into the shit, it's hard to turn the shit off unless I take it off and take it all off. Then you see the total switch. Because like out of character, I'm cool, I'm calm, I'm collect. You know, I'm just chill and shit. Now at the time I'm high, I'm just chill. You know, but when it's in characters, I'm go. So I don't know how to turn this shit off. But yeah, they get it. They get it 24/7. I might you know, I might be me, then 1 second I be Slyfly on their ass, and they don't know what to think. You should see my baby though. That is funny. As I was putting this shit on, my baby, he's looking at me like, and then he'll look at the phone. He'll look at the phone because he'll see Slyfly, then he'll see me, then he'll look at the phone, then he'll look at my teeth. He be like, I don't, is this the same? And he be like, that. And then he like reach for my mouth and shit, and it's just crazy. He be like, man, but it's cool, man. It's cool. Like my kids are my biggest fans. So, but yeah, they'll catch it. They don't know what
I
they
know
gonna
that's
get though. All they know is they better be on their best behavior. Cause Slyfly whoop fast, or Dante whoop fast. They both whoop fast.
I just realized I mispronounced your name, so it's Ladante. So if anyone like there for me butchering, forgive me. I was just like speaking with excitement, but
Oh no, look, cause that's my son name. So shit, look, I called my son my name the other day. That's how many D's and Dante's running around in my goddamn house. Shit, you not.
Nah, I feel you. And
Damn, I got.
like with me saying it on the other side of saying like LaDante himself, like I remember seeing a video you posted on Twitter. Like it's leading up to like the final
Mm,
question, like how people can reach you. But I know most commonly Twitter and like you can answer like you released a video with you without the teeth, and then you explained like how you're trying to inspire the youth and just a pair of teeth and glasses and everything. And like to me, it was a surreal thing. It was like touching because I was like, whoa, okay, I'm like laughing, and then at this moment I was like, okay, I'm paying attention, and I'm now getting to know the other person who's a dad. He's not just a guy who's a comedian, but you're trying to be a great dad. You're trying to be inspirational to the youth, and I gotta say, I respect you for that, man. Like, high power to you, brother, on those type of things, especially being a black man in the space. We do need more people like that. I'm very, very blessed to have a dad, but I'm giving as an example. Like, I know a lot of friends, and just like having a male figure in your life, and you also being a male figure in the space for a lot of people, it's awesome, man. So salute to you. So, like, leading off, where can people find you? That's the most important thing.
man, I appreciate that like a mug, and it's comments like that, like I said, that are fuel to my fire because unfortunately I didn't have a dad. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I did that and I said that, and because I look into my children as and like man, it's like man, it's a blessing, that I have my children and they have a father. So I want to make sure I do everything and anything in my power to make sure they have a fair chance on God's green earth. And with that being said, thank you. But you guys, anybody want to find me, it's Slyfly McCartney across all platforms. That's SLYFLY McCartney. You know what I'm saying? That's on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, Google, all that. You know what I'm saying? You could Google Dude with the Teeth. You know what I'm saying? Pimp Poetry. I'm surprised I'm Googleable. That shit blew my mind. I went up and looked and it popped up like Dude with the Teeth. What is Slyfly real name? How old is Slyfly? What's Slyfly live? I tell y'all better get the fuck out of my business.
Yo, people are so nosy though. It's so true. I feel like, I mean, I'm definitely guilty of doing that for like certain celebrities. I'll be like, what's their net worth? I'm curious. How rich are they?
I won't lie. I
That's
won't
my
lie.
favorite search.
I googled is Slyfly's teeth real? I've done that
Yes.
twice just to like know. And the day when you pulled them off, I was like, yo, bro, what? I felt bamboozled and led astray, man. I was like, yo, what the hell?
Man. You know what's crazy though? Some people actually want me to look like this. That doesn't matter, bitch. What you feel? You feel better? Like, damn, this nigga look better than me. Bitch, I thought I was winning. It was an ugly nigga. I thought I was looking better than him. And now he done took this shit out. It's people was really hurt. I was like, shit, damn, cuz. I'm like, that's crazy. I'm still me. I can't be Slyfly. I can't be Slyfly unless shit. Slyfly. I don't know how to say it. LaDante can't be Slyfly. Nobody can be me. I'm me, bitch. I'm Slyfly McCartney. Even in LaDante body, I'm Slyfly McCartney.
Oh my god, I love this conversation so much. I'm so excited for the drop on Friday. I'm about to get
So
my
fun.
ETH together, move some funds around so I can participate.
Yes.
I'm hopefully them gas prices don't get too high though because
Oh, sprinkling Jesus on them, man. Like, yo,
I pray. I hope, man.
yeah.
But even if you don't get one, like you said, I appreciate your support. I appreciate the love. I thank you both for having me come on here. Shout out from motherfucker from Chicago to Zimbabwe to motherfucker from the States to Africa. Man, it's much love. I appreciate y'all. This has been so much fun. And goddamn it, I love y'all. Thank y'all. Black NFT.
Black
Yeah.
NFT. I'm about to close out. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Tune in to NFT Roundtable. You can find us on all of the podcast apps, Spotify, iTunes, Google, YouTube, whatnot. We're everywhere. If you go to blacknftart.co/NFT-roundtable-podcast, you can find us. We're about to launch a new website that's just nftroundtablepodcast.com. So look out for that. And you can find us on Instagram as well, at NFT Roundtable, just one word. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. And we will see you next time.